Greetings, friends of Albania, and welcome back to our English Flash News edition. As usual, I'm Daniel Cook, your host, and I am pleased to present to you a brief edition of the Albanian news in a language that you understand. In today's news, the police have issued accusations after the quadruple homicide that took place just one day ago. Konstantin Gjuvani has been officially accused of firing 6 bullets and killing 4 people in a bar near Elbasan Street. The 26-year-old man, who is the son of the former socialist deputy, Luisa Gjuvani, is accused of murdering 2 or more people. After the murders, his father gave notice of his resignation from duty. The investigators are waiting for a report that will reveal whether alcohol or narcotics had any influence on the crime. The other man who has been arrested is a friend of Konstantin Gjuvani. It is said that he did not participate in the murder, but he has been charged with being an accomplice in the quadruple homicide. The police are continuing to question the perpetrator of this crime, as well as his accomplice. However, both of them are claiming that they have no memory of what happened on that fateful night. The director of state police was in Vlora today, where he was giving praise to a group of police officers that recently prevented a bank robbery. During his speech, the highest executive of the state police also spoke about the accusations of the Democratic Party against the man named Konstantin Gjuvani. Previously, the son of the socialist MP was declared wanted by the police. However, when he could not be found, the order for his arrest was canceled, according to the law. The director of the state police gave an explanation for this during his speech in Vlora. He said that a person should be placed on the wanted list only for 1 month, and if the accusations against him cannot be verified within that time, the order must be dropped. The head of the state police said that despite their best efforts, the state police are still very capable of making mistakes. After these declarations, the Interior Ministry published an official statement about the case, saying that Gjuvani was declared wanted for a prior offense, but a month later, this order was canceled. Four murders in one bar in a single night should be considered to be a very serious event and should be a warning to the local law enforcement agencies. This quadruple murder should serve as a warning for the institutions of the country to increase their efforts to provide public safety. The Ora News reporters have spoken to the inhabitants of the area where the quadruple homicide took place. They asked them their opinions about these nightclubs in the area. The general opinion is that if the owner of the club had assigned as many as 2 private police officers to security duty and had set up a metal detector at the entrance to the nightclub, then no one would have been able to carry a gun inside the club. The Ministry of Health issued a statement in connection to these murders, saying that in Albania, there are about 60,000 known drug users. This number is expected to be several times higher when unknown users are factored in. The ministry said that if all institutions would work together properly, then perhaps Albania would have fewer tragedies of this nature. The former governor of the Central Albanian Bank has been released from house arrest, and all charges against him have been dropped. The Supreme Court has dropped all of its charges against the former governor and the former chief inspector of the central bank. The former governor of the bank was currently under house arrest, while the former chief inspector was being held in prison. The lawyer that is defending the former chief inspector said that the Supreme Court has changed the decisions that was made by the courts. The former governor of the Central Bank of Albania was also granted his freedom. After the scandal in the central bank, 17 people were arrested by the police, but currently only half of them remain behind bars. Tomorrow, a very important meeting is to be held between the President of Albania and the head of the Albanian Parliament. A day before this meeting, the head of the Parliament reminded the head of state that he must fulfill his constitutional duties in a responsible way. He made this statement to the President. The President of the Republic has the right to fulfill all of his constitutional obligations, and I hope and believe that he will do everything in a responsible way. This meeting was not requested by me, but by the head of the state, said the head of Parliament, Ilir Mehta. An American Supreme Court judge was in Albania today, visiting the town of Elbasan. There, he spoke about what it would take to improve the Albanian judicial system. The American judge proposed the idea that Albania should create an independent structure which will monitor the work of the judges. He also proposed an increase of salaries as a solution for lowering the level of corruption among judges. He added that in Albania, a wrong perception exists. This perception is that most judges are corrupt. He said that the Albanian government must strengthen the position of the judges and give them more authority. In other news, Albania and Italy have teamed up against organized crime in this region of the world. Today, the General Prosecutor of Albania, as well as his Italian counterpart, signed an agreement of cooperation against organized crime. Both of the high officials agreed that organized crime must be weakened financially through the confiscation of their economic assets. The Albanian General Prosecutor said that our country is already on the path of becoming part of the European Union, and in light of this, the prosecution is determined to do its job. The Italian anti-mafia prosecutor said that the cooperation between Albania and Italy is crucial for strengthening the important fight against organized crime in our region. This has been the Ora News English Flash Edition. Thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more Albanian news in English right here on Ora News. We thank you and good night.